What's up? What's good, everyone? Closed captions are available. And the day I'm filming this, right now, I reached 20,000 subscribers. And thank you so much. I really want to know what you guys want me to do for like a celebratory video. The last milestone that I got was 10,000, and I made a 10,000 hour sign language video from the Justin Bieber song. So I don't know if there's a song you want specifically or another kind of video, maybe like a Q&A or something. I don't know. Let me know in the comments or on Instagram, whatever. Quick disclaimer, I'm not a certified interpreter. I do not mean to make these as like a teaching kind of thing. It's just me showing you how I signed it in the video that I posted for entertainment. Not teaching, not certified, just for fun, and thought you guys could see some of the vocabulary that I used in the video. I'll link the playlist to all of my other tutorials. If there's a tutorial that you don't see there that you would like to see, comment below. I only do tutorials when you guys ask, and oh my goodness, was this one asked like a lot. So many of you guys want to see how to sign A Girl Like You from Barbie the Princess and the Pauper, so finally getting around to answering that request. If you don't know the ASL alphabet already, definitely go learn that because there's a lot of finger spelling in pretty much all my videos. And the hand shapes in the alphabet are used a lot in sign language, so it's really important to start there before getting into vocabulary. Plenty of videos to learn the alphabet. I do have a video. Keep meaning to update it. I don't think I have yet. The gloss for this video is in the description of the original music video that I made for it, which is linked down there. I want to give you guys like a fun fact before we get started. If I've ever talked to you about this video, you probably already know what it is. In this video, I had Erica sign left-handed and Annalise sign right-handed, so they're complete mirrors of each other. And that was the first time I signed left-hand dominant since I broke my elbow in February of 2020. Obviously, stick with whichever hand dominance you prefer. Just thought I would throw that little tidbit fun fact trivia thing for you. I think I covered everything. Let's go. First line.
If I'd like to have my breakfast hot, Madam Carp will make me pay.
Breakfast hot, I want. Carp, pay me need. Breakfast is really just morning food, and then hot. So morning food, hot, hot. I want. And then I set up Madam Carp, so I just finger spelled carp, C-A-R-P. And then because I like put her over here, I can roll shift into her. And now I'm like talking to Erica, right? So like pay me, which is index finger starting on the palm and coming towards this way. If it was pay you, goes that one. It's one of those directional things. Pay me, need. Need is an X hand shape going like this.
And I have to fetch the eggs myself, and the barn's a mile away.
Eggs I need, but barn 1 mile away. The eggs is really fun. You got your like H hand shape, and then it's like you're cracking the eggs. I think that's really fun. Eggs I need, which you already covered need, right? Eggs I need, but index fingers as like an X and then crossing like that. But, and then barn, you finger spell. It's a 4-letter word, so 1 mile, you finger spell, and then far. It's like you're placing the barn like way over there. It's really far away.
It's cold and wet, yet still I get an omelet on my plate.
Cold, wet, yes, but plate, omelet there. So we got cold. I like to think it's like you're really actually cold, just cold. Wet, so like I like to think of it as you're feeling wetness on your fingers. Wet, yes, it's true, like, you know, not in your head, yes. But we already covered that one. Plate is 2 kind of almost the hands and making a plate in front of you. And then omelet, you finger spell. And then like gesture that it's right there, like on the plate.
But in my head, I'm back in bed, snuggled up and sleeping late.
But imagine bed, sleep late. But imagine is one of my favorites. It's like your fingers are dazzling and painting this picture, and then you place the bed as you're sleeping, and then sleep, which is you start with your hand open like this, and then it closes. Sleep late is an L that starts here and goes down, kind of like will or future, but with an L.
Really? Really. But it's all right. I mean, I'm used to it. And you?
Okay, we got two reallys. So really, which index finger starting on the chin and going out. Really, really. But it's all right. But, you know. And then it's all right. I just did like fine. Like, it's fine. I mean, normal for me. So normal, you have one hand as a fist and then an H hand or N hand starting on your fist and then doing like a circle thing, kind of returning back. Normal. 4 index fingers starting on your brow and then going out for me. And you? It's just pointing.
Well.
And for the wells, as you can see, it was all just like body language and facial expression. Well.
If I want some eggs, I ring the bell and the maid comes running in.
I want eggs, bell, ring, servant person comes in. We got I want eggs. You already know all those already. Bell, which is this, like, I like to call it the meat pan shape, bounces off of the palm and then I just like ring it like I would an actual bell. And then like servant or like a maid serving person is like this, like serving, and then I make them a person and then they come in.
And she serves them on a silver tray and she brings a cookie tin.
Tray, silver, gives, bring, cookie, tin. That tray, which I just is like plate. And then silver is index finger starting on your cheekbone and then going out into an S. Gives is a directional verb. It has 2 X hand shapes and then like if it's me giving to someone, it starts from my chest and going to them. If it's someone else giving to me, then it's, you know, directional. And then brings, 2 flat hand shapes, palm facing up and then bringing in something. Cookie is, I like to think of it as like your hand is a cookie cutter cutting out a cookie. And then tin, I just kind of tried making the shape of a tin with my hands.
And while I eat, she rubs my feet and strolling minstrels play.
I eat my feet, like massaging and music I hear. Now, while I was verbally saying what I was signing, it kind of sounds like I eat my feet. So that like kind of shift, that slight pause, is very important so it doesn't look like Annalise is talking about eating her feet. But it is like saying I'm eating while that is happening. My feet, the maid, now role shifting into the maid, is rubbing the feet. And then back into Annalise, music, listening to I eat, right? Eat is the meat pan shape by the chin, and that shift. My feet, which is F-E-E-T, if you can spell it. And then shifting and just pretend like you're rubbing someone's feet. Music or song is like your elbow kind of extended like this, and then a flat hand going back and forth like this. And then listening is like this 3-hand shape, but the top 2 fingers kind of bend in like this circular motion. Listening.
But I'd rather be in my library reading science books all day.
Instead, I want to go to the library, science books, read all day. Instead, you have 2 F hands down, and then you like do this replacement kind of thing, right? Instead, I want go. Go is 2 pointer fingers going to the library, which is an L in like a circular motion. Library. Science is like 2 A hand shapes, pouring a bunch of chemicals into something. Books, it's like you're making a book, like that. And then read is a V or 2 hand shape, like you're reading. And all day is a flat hand shape starting up here and then going down. Day by itself is a pointer finger going down. We also got 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, all day.
I'm just like you.
And the line that we're gonna hear and sign a bunch of times throughout the rest of the video, I'm just like you, which is just I, and then just like you, which is a Y hand shape, and then in the direction of the person that you're talking to or that you're similar with. So like if you're there and I'm here, but I'm talking about being similar to somebody over there, then I would go like this. This is kind of a directional kind of sense of similarity. It's just saying like, I'm like you, I'm like him or her, you guys are similar, that kind of thing. And this is gonna work for I'm a girl like you instead of being like I'm a girl like you. Just be like, I'm like you. I'm just like you. You know what I'm saying?
You are?
For that, I decided to go with true business. Like, are you serious? Kind of like, you know, because she's not quite seeing it. She's like, what are you talking? Like, really?
You're just like me.
And then you're just like me is really just the same thing, you know. I'm just like you. You're just like me. It's the same thing. I mean, I tried. You can kind of see in the video. I tried to make it seem like I'm just like you. You're just like me. Kind of starting it, I guess, in a different area, but it's pretty much the same thing.
There's somewhere else we'd rather be.
Dream we want to go. You already know the dream. For this I went with two. This is usually like a group of a bunch of people. This is two people, and this direction is indicating which two people she's talking about. So she's like, you know, dream, we, the two of us, want to go there. It's like we're dreaming about this place that the two of us want to go to.
Somewhere that's ours.
That own. I really probably should have said that we own, but I can see in the video I didn't. So that, which is a Y hand, and you like kind of place it on whatever that is you're talking about. So that we own. So it has like open hands, and then they kind of go to meet hands by the shoulders.
Somewhere the dreams come true.
That dreams happen. Then dreams is a D hand shape starting kind of by your forehead and then doing this thing like shrimping off. This could also be used for dream, but I usually like to think of this as like dream, or like if you're describing a dream and what you envision. And this I like to kind of think of more like the noun of dream, like when you're talking about a dream, not what you envision in a dream. Happen. You have two pointer fingers, palm facing the ceiling, and then they do like a circular motion facing down.
You never think that it was so.
You think impossible. Think is just, you know, pointer finger on like the head, because you know you're thinking. Impossible is a Y hand shape, like just smacking your palm, I guess.
But now I've met you and I know.
But I meet you, now I know. But I meet. Meet is a super common sign, right? It's probably one of the first signs that you've ever learned. Meet, you have two pointer fingers coming together. Meet. Now. Now is open hands and then going down into two Ys. Now I know. And then know is this bent hand shape on your head. Kind of like think, but with a bent hand shape. So no.
It's plain as day, sure as the sky is blue.
Obvious, like the sky is blue. So obvious or clear, it is used for clear. It's like two meat pans and then spreading out. I like to think of it as like clearing a window. Like, you know, relating two terms. So like the sky, you know, from Mr. Blue Sky. Dun, 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 dun. The sun is shining in the sky. Oh yeah, sky. You have like a B hand shape starting like this and going in that motion here. And then blue, which is really just shaking blue over here. You can see in the video I kind of did as the sky is blue. I kind of did this like weird, I don't even know, little extra. So, you know, sky is blue. It's really just sky and blue is fine.
So, you're a singer.
You, singing person, question mark. You already know you, and sing, adding the person to it means it's like a singing person, like magician. Chef is a cooking person. Actor is acting person. So singer. And then sometimes like at the end of questions you could like add this little question mark kind of hand symbol thing. So you singer and have that question emphasizing the question.
No, I work at Madame Carp's penitentiary. I mean, dress emporium.
No, I work where? Carp, her prison. I mean dress shop. No is doing this thing here like that. No, I work is two fists, and then this one, like the wrists are banging together. I work where? which is an index finger moving back and forth, and then raise your eyebrows. This is a rhetorical question. You're about to answer it. Harp, her. Possessive pronouns are with this flat hand shape. Mine, yours, hers, his, that kind of thing. So her, prison, which is 2 4 hand shapes going against each other like this. And then to make that correction, I just had that like body language of like, oh, sorry, my mistake. I meant mean, which is like a V hand shape starting here and then going like this. Meant dress, which starts, it does kind of go lower, but I know I usually film my videos here up, so I kind of just do it shorter. And then shop, which is 2 me pans going like this.
I love Madame Carp's dresses.
I love her dresses. I love, now this is the kiss fist love because she's loving the dresses. This love is for people. This love is for objects. I love her dresses.
I made the one you're wearing.
I made your dress there. The only sign you don't know in that sentence is made, which is 2 fists going like that.
You made this? It's my favorite.
You made this? It's my favorite. And the only sign you don't know there is favorite, which is this weird hand shape with like your middle finger extending down and then tapping your chin.
Design looks so complicated.
Design looks complicated. You got design, which is a D kind of like drawing on your hand. And then look is a V hand shape starting at your eyes and then going down. And complicated, which is 2 pointer fingers bending and crossing each other. And she does say so complicated, but instead of going like so or like much, I'm trying to just do like the facial expressions of like complicated, like, oh my gosh, does it look so complicated?
Oh, but it isn't really.
Psh, girl, but it isn't really. I just did pshaw.
First I choose a fabric from the rack and I pin the pattern down.
First, because we're forming like this to-do list kind of thing. I actually don't think that I said second. Probably should have. But first, and then I put the shelf there because I'm about to pick up some fabric. So shelf and then fabric. I did like feeling the fabric and then picked it off of the shelf and pinned it down. Just kind of acting it out at this point.
And I stitch it in the front and back and it turns into a gown.
Sewing, turn around, sewing, becomes dress. I got sewing, 2 F hands, and then this one is kind of going through like a needle, and then I just flip the fabric around, sew it again, and become is 2 flat hands on top of each other, and then they rotate like that. Gown, which is the same as dress.
I wear the gown without my crown and dance around my room.
I wear my gown, my crown off my room, I dance. Wear is pretty much the same as clothes. It's like up here. So I wear my gown and then my crown. I have this half C kind of thing again. Crown. Then I just take it off, throw it away. My room, 2 flat hands starting here and then going out. And then dance. It's a flat hand and then 2 hand shape going like this.
And imagine life without the strife of an unfamiliar groom.
I imagine my life without stranger I marry. I imagine my life. Life. We have 2 L's starting kind of at your hips and then going up. A's also work. I just usually like to think of that as like alive or just a non-initialized version of life. Without. So with is 2 A hands together going like this. So without is the same thing but letting go at the end. So without stranger, like, you know, singer, magician, stranger, strange, stranger, I marry.
But I'd never let my mother know. I wouldn't want to disappoint her.
My mom, I inform never. She disappointed, I don't want it. My mom, so mom is a 5 hand shape on the chin and father is on the forehead. Inform, got me pans and then opening up towards the person that you're informing. Because if someone is informing you, you could also go like this. Never is a flat hand shape, but you're like drawing a question mark or being sassy. I'm disappointed to just like touch my chin, and then not want is like want, but then you throw it away.
I completely understand.
I understand. So this is like an index finger pointing, but it's got to be by your head because if it's over here, it means 11. So understand.
I'm just like you. I think that's true.
I think that's right or correct. So right is 2 index fingers and then the wrists kind of hitting each other there.
You're just like me. Yes, I can see.
Yes, I can see. Have yes and oh, I see. Like totally understand.
We take responsibility.
We have responsibility. Have 2 bent hand shapes coming towards your chest. Responsibility, also 2 bent hand shapes, but going on the shoulder. I also like to think of this one as like duty or burdens.
We carry through. We carry through.
We continue or like persevere. 2 A hands together and then pushing forward.
Do what we need to do.
All responsibilities we finish. All is 2 flat hand shapes and then 1 hand kind of circles around like this. All responsibilities we finish. So finish starts with your open hands like this and then going out.
It's something anyone can see.
Everyone agrees. Everyone, you just got your hand like going across the crowd. And agrees is think same. It goes across like this. Think same.
A heart that beats. A voice that speaks the truth.
A heart that beats, a voice that speaks the truth. Got heart beating, index finger going against the palm. And then voice is a V hand shape going from your throat and out. And true, which is this one.
Yes, I am a girl like you.
And that's it. That is all the signs for the I Am a Girl Like You sign language music video. If you like this video, be sure to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!